All right, Shalom Akim. Shalom, Shalom. This is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here when you support Pennsylvania. All right, coming with another lesson through the Spirit. Lord willing, this be edifying to the Lord's elect. And before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem V'chakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akwath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith, and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And Shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. You Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations. But your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. I want to say peace and blessings to you all, Barakatham. All right. All right. So this lesson is sparked by this video that I got on the screen. Okay, it's listening to Jimmy Dore. This is his channel, the Jimmy Dore Show. And I just did this lesson. I literally just did a lesson on this and accidentally deleted the video. You know what I'm saying? So that's Satan. But in any case, I'm gonna give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? One more time and jump up out of here, man. So, needless to say, all right, these Amalekites are they're getting desperate. All right, they're getting desperate, man, and they're about to go the extra mile, okay, to ensure that they get what they want with this this final conflict. You know what I'm saying? Because the same way it happened back in 2001, okay, in the event of September September, the situation. All right, those of you who were there, you know what I'm saying, to you were old enough to comprehend what was happening. You know what I'm saying? You remember where you were when that happened. You remember what you were doing. You remember exactly what you was doing when that happened. And it was an event that felt surreal, you know what I'm saying? Almost unbelievable, as if, it's it just can't happen. Like, this is impossible. All right? But you knew that was a day that would change the course of history. You know what I'm saying? Things weren't going to be the same, you know what I'm saying, after that event. And sure enough, major wars happened. You know what I'm saying? Many, many, many lives were lost. Many lives were lost, and a lot of freedoms were taken, you know what I'm saying? Things just changed. And so they're about to bring in the same level of impact. You know what I'm saying? I'll be surprised if we end up, if we end 2025 on a fairly calm note, you know what I'm saying? I'll be surprised, man, if something major doesn't happen very soon. Okay? Because these devils are not above, they're not above, you know what I'm saying, sending a tactical boom in any of the major cities in America. All right? Yeah, they're not above that. So the spirit has had me saying a lot lately, scorched earth, that these devils are about to go full blown scorched earth very soon, because they've lost the narrative. They know that. They've lost the youth. They know that. They know that that they're losing support for this for this conflict over there in the Holy Land. They lost support completely. Their whole image is tarnished around the world. The scriptures say that he would uh what is it? So let me get that. All right. He would make Esau bare. This is Jeremiah chapter 49. Okay. And let me get let's start at verse 7. Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Taman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Okay. In the same way they was able to get away with the events that happened in 2001, the way that they were able to get away with that, they can't do that again today. They can't get away with doing a similar scenario today, man. All right, a false flag event. They can't get away with that, not as easily. You know what I'm saying? Look at what happened with Captain Kirk a couple of weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Last month. Look at what happened with him. Okay, after that whole situation, the internet just went on full investigation mode. Okay? And pointed out all the many holes. Okay, so these jokers have lost the narrative, man. They've lost the support. Okay? Verse 8, it says, flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him. The time that I will visit him. Jumping down, verse 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. Okay, the whole victim narrative is over. You know what I'm saying? You can no longer play the victim villain anymore. You see what I'm saying? People are walking, whole delegations are walking out of the chambers of the United Nations when you get up to start spewing out your forked tongue. You see? So there's no way for you to hide yourselves anymore. Okay? And he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Okay, everybody now sees just how much support that you jokers get. You know what I'm saying? How your women are incentivized to have children. You know what I'm saying? They get a check. All right. And there's a separate check that's funneled into the account of the child that they have. You know what I'm saying? So by the time they reach 18, they're able to withdraw from that account and invest in whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? That they're able to hit the ground running. You know? They're incentivized. They get all the money, all the funding. You know what I'm saying? They get all the support from taxpayers who can't even buy groceries. Can't even afford groceries. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, the face of the covering cast has been removed from the world, and the Lord has made Esau bare. So let me get this started by listening to your boy Jimmy Dore. Okay. And this is fair use, all right? Fair use, fair use. I am not profiting from any of this footage. And yeah, he does say some things that if we, the prophets, was to say these things, okay, it would be immediately taken down, so on and so forth, man. All right. But hey, that might happen. It might not happen. It is what it is. But I gotta get this message out, man. All right. That what these jokers are finna do, okay, or what is being alluded to. Don't think for a second that they're above that. Don't think for a second that they are above doing that. Okay. They did it before. They'll do it again. You see what I'm saying? The history is riddled with them doing such things. All right. So let's get this.
So this is called a duper's delight. When watch, he's smiling already, and he's going to smile when he talks about nuclear bombs hitting the United States.
Atomic guns. In New York City, in Target, Washington, Boston.
He's smiling. I'm not making that up. Am I making that up? He looks gleeful. That's called duper's delight. Benjamin Netanyahu did it again. Benjamin Netanyahu is the king of projection. Here he is trying to get America involved in another war in the Middle East with Iran. And let's listen to how funny he is. He's very funny.
Iran is developing now ballistic missiles that are intercontinental ballistic missiles for 8,000 kilometer range. What does that mean? They add another 3,000 kilometers, and they've got under their atomic guns, in New York City, in Target, Washington, Boston, Miami, Mar-a-Lago. Okay, so that is a very great.
Did you see the weird smile on his face as he was saying that? Did you see how he smiled? Mar-a-Lago. Okay. And
you don't want to be under the nuclear gun of these people who are not necessarily rational and who chant death to America.
So I just want to go through that. Well, first of all, here's what I tweeted about it. This actually means Bibi is desperate. He knows Americans have turned against his nonstop warmongering and terrorism. If you think Iran is dumb enough to attack inside the United States, then I've got a vaccine I'd like to sell you. Israel will definitely do false flags inside the U.S. No doubt about it. Israel used to bomb Jewish neighborhoods inside of Iran and blame it on Arabs. Mm-hmm. They used to, again, so if you know what the Hannibal Directive is, that means kill our own people. They used to bomb their own people to get them to move out of Iran and move to Israel. That's for real. That's the kind of things that these Zionist maniacs do. They bomb their own people and then blame Arabs. And that's what he's trying to do right there. He's setting up America for Israel to do a false flag inside the United States, and they can blame it on Iran. So then the United States will go to war with Iran. Just like he got us to go to war with Iraq, just like he got us to go to war in Syria, just like he got us to go to war Libya, all that stuff. This is wow. So here's what Hustler says. Florida Hustler. Really? I didn't know you bombed the shit out of them during didn't you just bomb the shit out of them during Operation Midnight Hammer and say that their nuclear program has been set back years, but now they can nuke us? So I just want you to show you. Here's the weird thing about what he says. Listen to how dumb this is, what he says. I'll point it out.
Iran is developing now.
They're developing now.
Ballistic missiles that are intercontinental ballistic missiles for 8,000 kilometer range.
So they're right now they're working on missiles that can go 8,000 miles. Well, Iran's farther than 8,000 miles away from the United States. That if they launched a missile at 8,000 miles, it would land somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic. So he says this.
Does that mean they add another 3,000 kilometers and they've got under their.
So all they have to do is after they build this 8,000 mile missile, which they don't have, then they just have to build one that's 3,000 more that they don't have. And then they'll have one that could reach, and then watch how, so is that the dumbest sales pitch you ever heard? Right now, they're working on missiles that go 8,000 miles. All they have to do is make one that goes 12,000 miles, 3,000 miles more than the one they already don't have. And then watch. So this is called a duper's delight. But he's smiling already, and he's going to smile when he talks about nuclear bombs hitting the United States.
Atomic guns. In New York City, in Target, Washington, Boston.
He's smiling. I'm not making that up. Am I making that up? He looks gleeful. That's called duper's delight.
Miami.
What? Now, big smile. Come on, for the camera. Now talk about where the president lives and smile big.
Mar-a-Lago.
Mar-a-Lago. That would be great. That would be great if there was a bomb. Now, oh my God, that fell at Mar-a-Lago. Woo! Then we could get every war we ever wanted.
Aha! Like the elder Malcolm likes to get into all the time. He says, "Aha," because that's what they like to do. All right, they like to say "aha" when they're in agreement with something, when they have some sort of bright idea or whatever. You know what I'm saying? All right, but the scriptures say that they are forgers of lies, man, and they're all physicians of no value. You see what I'm saying? This is how they always move. Okay? And these jokers are not about peace. They'll say they're about peace. You know what I'm saying? They'll say it. Their counterparts will say it. Salakia. Take these down. All right. Their counterparts will say, "Oh, that they're about peace and whatnot," but they're not about peace. They're never about peace. You see what I'm saying? That's not in their genetic makeup, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 20. All right. It says, "Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them." So who is Edom? What is Edom? All right, is Edom is the descendants of Esau. All right, Edom was a name that was given to Esau. His name was changed to Edom after he had demanded red meat or bloody meat. You know what I'm saying? Red pottage that Jacob was making. All right, you can get this story by going to was it Jeremiah? Jeremiah Salaki. The book of Genesis, I believe the 27th chapter. All right, and you can get that story there. But you know, nah, it's not the 27th chapter. Salaki. 25th chapter. Okay. All right, 25th chapter, Genesis 25 and verse 28. It says, "And Isaac loved Esau, and Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, all right, which is deer meat. But Rebekah loved Jacob, and Jacob saw pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint." Therefore was his name called Edom. All right. His name was called Edom after that point. And then was it Slovakia. Real quick. Let's go to Genesis chapter 36. Jeremiah, why do I keep saying Jeremiah? Excuse me. This is Genesis chapter 36 and let's hit verse 1. It says, "Now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom." Okay? And then it goes on to tell you, all right, the generations of Esau, his descendants. Okay? Verse 2 says, "Esau took his wives of the daughters of Canaan, Adah, the daughter of Elon, the Hittite, and Ahol, Bama, the daughter of Anah, the daughter of Zebion the Hivite, and Bashemath, Ishmael's daughter, sister of Nabajoth. And Adah bare the Slakia, and Adah bare to Edom, to Esau, Eliphaz. All right, and Bashemath bare Ruel, and Ahalibama bare Jeosh and Jalam and Korah. These are the sons of Esau which were born unto him in the land of Canaan. And Esau took his wives and his sons and his daughters and all the persons of his house and his cattle and all of his beasts and substance which he had gotten in the land of Canaan, and went into the country from the face of his brother Jacob. All right, for their riches were more than that they might dwell together, and the land wherein they were strangers could not bear them because of their cattle. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. Okay, and then it goes down to point out his descendants from his sons. Okay, and among those is Amalek. All right, Amalek. Okay, and Amalek would have a pivotal role in history as being what? As being the least of the flock. Okay, so this is Jeremiah 49 and 20 again. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he had taken against Edom, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. Okay, and the least of the flock would be Amalek. Amalek would have consolidated all of that wealth. All right, all the riches. You see what I'm saying? And he would oppress even his kinsmen. You know what I'm saying? So this is who we talking about. So this is Psalms chapter 140, verse 1. It says, "Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war." All right? This is the violent man. This is the wicked man. You see what I'm saying? All the things that they're doing over there in the Holy Land, you know what I'm saying, and in the surrounding areas, you know what I'm saying? There's no peace. There's no peace. They can say that all they want till the day is till the day is over. All right? And the night shines out. They can say that, but the world can see the truth. The world knows better than that. You see what I'm saying? You don't speak of peace while you're actively bombing Syria, while you're actively bombing Lebanon, Qatar, you know what I'm saying? I said Lebanon. You know what I'm saying? Just all the different neighboring countries, you know what I'm saying? And of course Iran. Speaking of which, they think that they're gonna secure the land of Iran. That's what they think. But the prophecies say otherwise. All right, so let's go to 2nd Esdras chapter 15 and verse 28. It reads, "Behold, in horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble." What's happening right now is all these Arab countries, these Arab nations are joining one to another, okay, and forming their version of what is NATO. You see what I'm saying? So they would be the Arabic version of NATO. Instead of it being in the West, it would be in the East. Okay? And so you have Turkey that is a part of NATO. Turkey is going to resign from NATO very soon, man. Okay, that's the prophecy. The prophecy state that Tokamar is going to join with Gog, which is Russia. All right. So Erdogan is going to join with Moscow, and in so doing, he's going to also join with his Arabic brothers. You know what I'm saying? All right, the dragons of Arabia. Verse 30, it says, also the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boar in the wood. Who are the Carmanians? The Carmanians is another way of saying the Persians. Okay, the Persians are the Iranians. All right, those are the Carmanians. Okay, it says, also the Carmanians raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars in the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature. And if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them, conspiring together. Okay, all these different Arab nations conspiring together to fight back against the West. Okay, this isn't going to go the way Satan Yahoo, okay, has planned this thing. All right. So with that, I think I'm gonna cut that there, man. All right. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. This has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Remember, scorched earth, man. Okay, scorched earth. And it's not above these devils to do the unthinkable. All right. So I want to say, call Haloyim La, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ruchak Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, from I've grown in this truth under. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.